Hello everyone, this is your weather hazard briefing from the National Weather Service in Pocatello, Idaho for Sunday, December 18th. Our cold weekend will continue, but believe it or not, we've got even colder weather headed our way as we get into next week, and some more snow chances coming up too. So as we go through the rest of this weekend, Sunday into Monday, we're still going to be dealing with some low clouds at times, some patchy freezing fog, and even a few flurries not out of the question in some spots. Again, as we go through Sunday and into Monday. A better chance of snow, though, will be arriving Tuesday into Wednesday. That's our next system. Mainly, we're going to see some of the higher snow totals, or the potential for higher snow totals, up in the mountains and the Sawtooths, the Big Holes and the Tetons, and in the Bear River Range. That will see the most snow out of that system. We stay cold as we end the weekend. We actually gradually warm up in the first part of the week, but we've got quite the plunge in our temperatures as we get into Thursday, so we'll talk about that coming up in a few slides too. Here's a view of satellite early on this Sunday morning. Like I mentioned, we're kind of in between systems right now. We have seen some of that patchy freezing fog out there very early this morning. Some of that will persist through the morning hours before you see a little bit of a break. We're also seeing some high cirrus clouds streaming into the area, so we'll see those too, but we're kind of in between systems right now. Again, our next best chance for snow is going to be arriving Tuesday into Wednesday. So here's our weather risk outlook grid for the next several days. Again, small chance for a few flurries for some of us as we go through Sunday into Monday, mainly just because of A, how cold it is, and B, with low clouds. Doesn't take a whole lot for us to squeeze a few flurries out of those. Patchy freezing fog going to continue as we go Sunday night and into Monday morning. So if you do have any travel plans, keep that in mind. Of course, that fog will reduce visibility, and with freezing fog can make for a few slick conditions, especially on any elevated surfaces in particular. We get into Tuesday, light snow and snow across parts of the area. Winds are also going to pick up more as we get into Wednesday. Breezy, but certainly could be windy actually for many of us. We'll talk about that too coming up before that cold arrives on Thursday. Now, granted, it will be cold as we go through the week, but even colder as we get into Thursday, the coldest day of the week. So our high temperatures today on Sunday, most of us are looking at temperatures in the mid-upper teens farther north, but a lot of us in the Snake Plain area more so low to mid-20s. As far as then overnight lows going Sunday into Monday, along with our wind chills, actual temperatures themselves mainly in the single digits to very low teens. Some of us could certainly even drop below zero out near the Arco Desert area especially. As far as wind chills go, winds won't be particularly strong, but it doesn't take much of a wind at these temperatures to make it feel even colder, so plan on it feeling like single digits at best when you head out the door on Monday morning, so make sure you bundle up before you head out for that morning commute. By Monday afternoon, we will have warmed up a little bit, most of us, into the low and mid-20s. Again, though, the farther north you go, especially up near the Island Park area, temperatures will mainly top out in the teens. Begin to Tuesday, we warm up just a couple of degrees. Most of the Snake Plain looking at mid to upper 20s to some even low 30s. We get into Wednesday, pretty similar story, maybe a degree or two warmer, with a lot of us still in those mid and upper 20s to low 30s. Again, the farther north you head, it will be colder. With that next chance for some snow arriving Tuesday into Wednesday, this shows a percent chance of an inch of snow or more. Keep in mind, though, this only goes until 5 a.m. on Wednesday. I think many of us, including those of us in the Snake Plain, will see more snow after 5 a.m. on Wednesday, so keep in mind this does not encapsulate that whole system with it. But just given that time frame through 5 a.m. Wednesday, decent 20, 25, 30% chance of an inch of snow or more. Again, though, I think for some of our more populous areas, we'll see more of that snow in the second half of Wednesday. So this can look a little deceiving at this point, but that's just a reminder that we are still a couple days out from this system. So keep checking back for updates and potential snow totals as we get closer to it. Keep in mind, too, Wednesday we are going to see our winds picking up quite a bit. In fact, a lot of us will see some gusts anywhere from 25, 35, even a few gusts up to maybe even 40 miles per hour as those winds really kick in. So that will have an impact on what it feels like outside. Wind chills throughout the day will mainly be in the single digits to low teens. Again, that's not our actual temperatures, that's what it's going to feel like outside. So Wednesday will be cold, and then Thursday gets even colder. These are afternoon highs. Just the temperatures themselves, a lot of single digits to low teens. That is not factoring in any wind. So just to kind of give you an idea, what our wind chills are on Wednesday will be our actual temperatures on Thursday. So it will feel even colder as we get into Thursday, because here's a look at some of those wind chills. Keep in mind, winds on Thursday will be much lighter than Wednesday, anywhere from 10, 15 up to about 20 miles per hour, but that will make it feel a lot colder. Wind chills for a lot of us looking to be well below zero, closer in fact even to -10, -20 across most of the area. So we don't have any headlines out right now for this, but we'll likely see a few as we get closer to it. So again, keep checking back for updates as we go through the rest of this weekend and into the week. So we are still going to be dealing with some patchy freezing fog as we go through Sunday night and into Monday. Even a few flurries are possible. Better chance for snow arrives Tuesday into Wednesday. The mountains are mainly going to see the higher snow totals out of this, but here, even in the valleys, we could see a little bit of some light accumulating snow. Cold through the rest of this weekend before gradually warming up through the first half of the week. Again, those temperatures, though, are going to plunge on Thursday. Thursday going to be the coldest day of the week by far. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns about the forecast, of course, you can always email us, give us a phone call, find us on social media. We continue to post updates there. And, of course, we'll have our next weather hazard briefing tomorrow.